Hey, I'm Maddie Gardner with Cheer Channel here at the Cheer Extreme Showcase in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and our special guest, Courtney Smith-Pope, gym owner and cheerleading coach. How has your day been?
It's been fulfilling and just exciting all day long. It's kind of a blur, and I'm just so proud, and it's so much fun to watch my best friends who coach with me have the same feeling of just pride and joy. It's awesome.
And the showcase is one of Cheer Extreme's most important events. It sets the tone for the rest of the season. How are you feeling about the rest of the season right now?
Really ahead of the game. I feel like we're a couple months ahead. We learned a lot last year. We felt like we had it, so we've been training a little bit harder for this event. It's kind of like sibling rivalry, and Cheer Extreme's become such a program in size that we actually compete against each other, and that helps us actually be more competitive against other teams. So it was awesome. It feels like homecoming, and it's such a special time to be able to see all the kids returning like you, and let the kids show off what they've been working on all summer.
And the World's teams all performed today, and I've spoken with some of them. They're very excited about the season, and they're especially looking forward to Worlds. Are you even thinking that far ahead right now?
Absolutely not. So we don't want to say the W word until at least after Dallas, because I think there's so many other opportunities all season long to have exciting feelings. So we're pumped about the majors. We are excited about going to Vegas for the first time. A lot of new trips this season, a lot of new events, and Worlds gets here, but we want to take every moment and appreciate it along the way.
And what are some of your goals for your program this year?
The most importantly is just to continue the dream and expectation that we have for setting the trend, especially in stunts and pyramid. I think we accomplished that today. We have a lot of new, exciting ideas, and it's fun to watch those things rub off onto other teams. I love that our kids gave so much heart today, and just keeping up with the Joneses is really hard to do every season. But I'm really excited about all of our teams.
And in the industry, you're one of the most dynamic coaches, especially for your own performance during the routine. While you're watching your teams compete, tell us about what's going through your mind then and why you're so excited.
You just watch these kids have so much courage. When you're 10 and 11, a week lasts a month and a month lasts a year. And so watching them fight fear and be on stage and have that moment it's exhilarating. And I know I have bruises, and I think I hurt my elbow punching the air repeatedly today, but it's just, I can't imagine not being that excited watching a kid's eyes light up after they succeed. It's the best feeling ever.
Now, I know that you have a big role that you play in making everything happen today. So how long have you been preparing for the showcase, and what did it take?
I wish I could take credit for how amazing of an organized event today was, but honestly, we have the best parents, and Ashley Fritz and my mom and Kathy Lukens and a couple really key individuals. Everybody just knows their role, and they believe in what we're all about, and they just do what they're supposed to do. My responsibility today was I had to bring the lanyards and, of course, the routines themselves, but I'm much more the visionary than the planner, but everybody is committed to the end goal, and they all did their job, so hats off to everybody for that.
I know that you've had a lot of great moments as a coach, but what are some of your favorites? What stands out to you?
Well, Maddie grew up, you did, and so I feel like 2010, obviously Worlds, and Maddie's stunt, your stunt, was something that we had in August, so we knew we were going to unveil it all year, and so we had all this pressure on this one moment. We knew it was going to be the big surprise, and I feel like we got to change cheerleading that day. So of course that's up there. Watching my daughters compete for the first time, it was awesome. Today, really, my youngest really stepped it up today, and she flew the middle for the first time, and she is just doing fantastic. And my older daughter too is such a performer, so watching them is always great. But I'm getting to the point where some of my greatest moments are watching my friends, who's like my sister's teams hit. It is just, I know what that feels like, and so. Co-ed winning the majors was fantastic. And then, honestly, we had a little girl in Mount Airy that one year named Lakin, and one of her legs was drastically longer than the other. And watching her land around a paint spring tuck for the first time still stands out to me. She had to drag her feet behind her, and she landed, and it was like it's moments like that. A lot of the best moments as a coach don't even happen on competition days. They happen in the gym. So.
As the coach of one of the most popular gyms in the world, what do you look for in a cheerleader?
If they want to be part of our gym, then they have a home here. So every kid, the great thing about All-Star Cheerleading is everybody can contribute in some way. Some kids are great dancers, some kids are great stunners, some people are beautiful performers. So, you know, there's really not any skill set. What I look for senior elite is complete dedication and heart and love of other and unselfishness. You can't be on a team like that and go the distance and experience the highs and the lows without loving cheerleading for your own self, not for your parents and not even for your coaches. Those kids eat, sleep, and breathe it, and so those are the things that stand out.
You're so dedicated as a coach, but you also have a husband and 2 children. So how do you balance that? What do you do in your time off, if you even get any?
Well, we're very fortunate because it's a family business. So my mom runs everything financially. My sister coaches in Raleigh. My husband manages the Salem gym and every other thing in our lives, and both of our kids cheer. So that leaves about maybe 0.5% of activities. And so I love taking trips, most especially the places where my phone doesn't work, so we can actually all be a family. And running, reading, watching TV, that kind of stuff, but mostly just cheerleading. That's what I do.
Welcome to my life. If you could sum up cheerleading in 1 or 2 words, what would they be?
Well, I mean, most notably, Cheer Extreme is all about believing in yourself. So I guess believe would be the actual word. You have to have so much hope and you have to have so much optimism just to be able to take an entire season and compact it into 2.5 minutes and just believing in yourself, believing in your teammates, and believing in the impossible most of the time as a coach. So.
Well, it's been a terrific day here at the showcase, and I've had a great time talking with you, so thank you so much, and stay tuned for more action.